If you want to know how to program MPC style hi-hats in Ableton, keep watching.
This is a quick Ableton tip.
Hello, my name is Jordan Postorino, and welcome to another installment of Quick Ableton Tips. Today, what we're going to be talking about is mpchats, or how you can make a drum rack in Ableton that will allow you to program MPC style hats. Now, what do I mean by MPC style hats? Well, if you're unfamiliar, there is a workstation, which is part beat pad, part recording hardware unit called the MPC. One of the features on the MPC that is sort of purpose built in some ways for hip hop music is this particular ratcheting hi-hat effect. So what I thought we could do today is go over how we can create a drum rack in Ableton that can give us this effect. The first thing you're going to want to do is find yourself a drum rack. If you've seen my video on Command F, you know that you can hit Command F and search anything in Ableton. So I'm going to search for a drum rack, and I am going to load that onto this empty MIDI track I have going here. Now, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to find a hi-hat to use as our bass hi-hat sound. So search for 808 hi-hat. I think this thin classic one is nice. I think we'll roll with that. You can have it on one shot or classic, doesn't really matter. And the next thing we're going to load onto that pad is an arpeggiator just before this hi-hat. Another thing that I like to do is to take the velocity of the hi-hats down to 0. Now what we're going to do, so you can see here first, if we take a look at this arpeggiator value down here, we're on 8th notes. So I've got my sample loaded on C1. So if I were to hit C1, we would just get a repeating 8th note. Right? But we want to be able to cycle from 8th notes to higher. And so what we're going to do is this. We're going to take this pad and everything on it, and we're just going to option drag that over to C#1. Now we're going to click on that, and we're going to edit the rate of this arpeggiator. All we're simply going to do is we're going to move up by one value. So 1/12 would actually effectively be a triplet. Again, we're going to take that pad we just edited, and we are going to option drag it over to the next one. And we're going to take this rate value and move it up by 1. You can probably see where we're going from here. Basically, we're going to get as high up in each value as we can until we've got a range of subdivisions represented here. So this would be a 24th. I'm going to take this one up to E1, and then I'm going to edit this up to a 32nd, and maybe we'll go up to 64th notes on this one. So that's 32, we're up to 48, and this next one will be 64. So now what we've got essentially is a bunch of the same hi-hat sample on each pad of this drum rack, but we have an arpeggiator that's changing the rate of subdivision that it repeats at. So now what we do is if I hold down C1, and you'll kind of in real time get to see like which keys I'm hitting. I know I don't have a camera on my keyboard, but you can see based on which samples get fired. You've got different subdivisions that you can play now just by sort of holding a note down, much in the same way that you would with an actual MPC. And now if we run this beat, we'll be able to record in kind of a live played MPC style ratcheted hi-hat. If we listen back to that, and there you have it. There's an easy way to make a ratcheting MPC style hi-hat in Ableton. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so you can be notified when more videos like this come out. Also, I will make this rack free to download in the description of the video should anyone be lazy enough to not want to make it themselves. Anyway, my name is Jordan. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.